Okay, so today I've got a different kind of video where I'm actually following my own advice and defeating perfectionism because 5 days ago I released my last video, and then because that video was way easier to make than my last one, I decided to set a goal for myself, which was make my next video in 5 days. And the funny thing is, I actually finished my script the very next day, so I was on set to make it in 5 days. But then I found myself doubting my video idea and things like that. And then what, kind of started out as a really simple W started to become shaky as, the next day I didn't do any work on my video. The day after that, the day after that, the day after that, and now here we are today. And theoretically, I could read that script and then, get some footage of me working on that awesome little Doro artwork and just edit that together pretty easily and finish that today. But it actually does still take me quite a while to do that, and, rather than going for the maybe, I decided, my track record these past several days has not been extraordinary, so maybe the smart thing to do is to get me a W that I know I can get. So here I am, talking live and playing some Lethal Company, which, if you know me, which a lot of you probably don't, then you do know that I can Lethal Company for an inordinate amount of time. So I'm just setting this up really easily for me, and I guess my hope was kind of that I'd be decent at coming up with things to talk about, specifically about the perfectionism issues and the hard work issues and the self-perception and stuff like that. Oh. But I find that, now that I've kind of laid that really awesome intro, it's really hard to get it going. So maybe the smart thing to do here is to just think for a little bit, because I don't really want to just cut and edit and all that stuff. Not necessarily because I'm lazy or because that's difficult, because after all this time that I've spent editing, it's actually quite easy, but mostly because I have to kind of, if I do that, then the gameplay and the footage is kind of gonna be not very easy to follow. And I guess what I wanted was a seamless experience, or as seamless as I could get it, because personally that's what I find most enjoyable to watch. I'm also kind of into chess, so there's this channel, Chess Vibes, and he has videos where he kind of condenses his gameplay down into very engaging sections with no pauses. But I find myself watching his streams more often, not even while he's live. I'll just go on his channel and look for a live stream to put on in the background while I'm doing whatever. And I don't know, I think on a mental level that kind of stuff is more engaging, because I feel when it comes to chopped and edited stuff, it's it doesn't really give the mind a whole lot of time to pause, and I feel that about my normal videos as well. And I guess, although this whole thing is to escape the cycle of perfectionism and to get me a W when I said I wanted that W. Come here. Bro. He's gonna take... Whoo! Right, but to get that W or something, what was I saying? Yeah, but even though the whole point is to get an easy W, it's I'm doing this the way that I am. It's kind of like a perfectionist goal, right? I want the perfect viewing experience and the perfect listening. Bro. and the perfect listening experience. I'm lost. Which, like, to try and get both is kind of unrealistic. Yet, I feel like, even though I'm not gonna do it perfectly today, it's, like, not a big deal, because, you know, the more you do things, the better you get at it, and it's like, the accumulation of experience is what matters more in the first place. Because I'm not really making this video to be like a standout piece that gets like 1 million views or like 100,000 or like 10,000 or 1,000 or like... Ah, she's behind me. But like the point of this video is, the point of the video is to be like a drop in an endless ocean of like things that I do. Oh my god, I got freaked out there. So it's like, you know, the point of this video is to do something that I can do hundreds of times in a relatively short amount of time, or to increase my capacity to do so. So, I don't think it's wild to then shoot for the stars and see what I can do. These are all small items, so I should probably just drop them from the top. Let's see, shooting for the stars, scary ghost girl, what else? Yeah, so, I mean, I've said this, like, oh, bro, can you, like, leave me alone? Like, actually. But, yeah, building capacity is what we're here to do. And, oh yeah, there's another thing I was thinking about, which is like, you know, the comments that I get on my YouTube video, like, it's super awesome, to receive them. And it's like, it's super cool that, you know, I get comments like, oh, it's so great of you to make meaningful stuff like this, or like, this like, got me up and at 'em and ready to, do something. And then it's like, oh, it's so, great of you to be spreading positivity in times of this. Those are some comments that, like, stood out to me. And I was kind of thinking about it, too, and it's like, I feel like a bad habit I have is sometimes I get, like, ah, oh, I forgot she does this. Oh! Oh, please! Oh my goodness. She's still out there? But I get bogged by the positivity, and it's like, oh my goodness. And it's like, I start internalizing those comments more than is actually beneficial or intelligent. Because the thing is that whether, like, when you make anything, you're not the thing that you make. Please, 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 please let me in. You're not the thing that you make. And you're not people's reaction to the thing that you make either. Like, whether you make stuff or you don't make stuff, you're only you. So it's like, the way that you ought to act, and it's not really like me saying this as like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, but I find that, like, the way of behaving that is most beneficial to both yourself now and your future self, especially your future self, is to act in accordance with your own internal compass, to be a little cliche. Let me in. Let's get out of here. So it's like, the comments are, like, fantastic. It lets you know that you're doing something that people value, but, you know, right now it's like, am I making something that is spreading positivity? Am I making something right now that's going to get someone out of bed? I don't really think so, but at the end of the day, like, this is a W. It's day 5 after making my last video, and well, now I'm uploading this video, which I said I would do, and it's like, you know, I listen to myself. So it's like, even if I'm not really measuring up to the standards set to me by the, you know, commenters and viewers who I really appreciate, I'm, you know, making a step forward, and it's like I'm upholding my own standards. And you know, at the end of this recording, now that I'm here and stuff, it like, it feels good. It feels like a W. You know, not a lot, not as much effort as my other videos, sure. And you know, I didn't really draw today or progress in art or composing music today, sure. But like, here's a drop in the sea of many. And well, yeah, I hope I can keep getting faster. And you know, when I do those interesting things like drawing or making video or making music, I hope to find a way where I can present it to you know, everyone else out there, and hopefully inspire other people to do the same. But for today, this is, you know, a win's a win. And yeah, like and subscribe for more like this. What else? You are goated, exceptionally goated if you watch to this point. Especially if you appreciate this clutch play, getting the ghost girl off my back, you are extremely goated. Cause that was so close. I was like right here, and she was like ooga booga booga. But yeah. Would be great to, you know, show you some of what I do in the future, which I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it'll be decently interesting. So stick around for that if you would like to. Stick around for that. It's in order now. I'm ordering you to stick around and keep an eye on me and see what I get up to in the future. Peace.